The Dearest, Pauline, a World War II healer writes home, is a new exhibition that the Holocaust Museum is introducing starting February 1st, and it tells the story of the Civil Affairs Medical Division through the eyes of Dr. Price Duff, who was one of the lead physicians in this unit that was trained to go into Europe and take care of the civilian population as the Nazis were retreating, but ended up also really dealing with the Holocaust survivors in many of the camps in Germany and Austria.
I was frankly shocked just at the sheer number of letters, objects, things like that. It was probably one of the most complete collections from that time period I've ever seen.
Within this particular collection, there are several letters that Dr. Duff wrote home to his wife and daughters. There will be photographs and items from not only his service in Europe, but also his life before going to Europe in the war and coming back and reestablishing his practice in Tennessee.
Well, I'd say the most unique three-dimensional object, something more than a letter itself, you'd be looking actually at the Carl Zeiss microscope. Zeiss microscopes at the time, and to extent this day, are considered some of the finest optical instruments produced, be it a microscope, a camera lens, things like that. Now, when it comes to a two-dimensional, so we're looking at his letters, I'd say the most unique piece would be actually his letter. There's two letters. They describe his first encounter with forced labor relating to the Nazi regime, where he's in France and he actually worked with and on Soviet and Polish forced laborers. And then a later one looking at the time of liberation for major camps such as Buchenwald.
Well, part of Dr. Duff's family, his daughter and one of his granddaughters are seasonal to the area, and they brought this opportunity to us to be able to tell this story here at our little museum. And the tagline of our museum is making history personal. We want everyone who visits this museum in some way to be able to make a personal connection to what they see on the walls or in the cases or a story that they hear. And so the opportunity to tell the story of Dr. Duff as it coincides with the liberation of the concentration camps at the end of World War II was just a perfect fit for what we do here.